Well, now, what about the future? I know you suggest that we're always behind ourselves in realizing what's going on.
We're always living way ahead of our thinking, yes.
What about an educational procedure, then, which will satisfy all of the senses that are now not being satisfied by youngsters in schools? Is the answer bigger schools, for example?
No. And bigger populations of school children seem automatically to call for larger school spaces, but the sort of dialogue among all the elements of our world that is going on actually, and without benefit of bureaucratic blessing or any official blessing, the kind of exchanges and interchanges of imagery and awareness of peoples of the world. This is the pattern, I think, that education will tend to resort to more and more. Instead of locating people, for example, in a particular space to teach them, say, German or Chinese, they will be moved to Germany or China to learn those things.
By circuitry or physically?
Physically. Or they could be moved by circuitry. But as far as that goes, in our own world, we are hurrying back and forth across town at morning and night to situations which we could quite easily encompass by closed circuit. Why do the wheels keep hurrying us downtown? Some people are puzzled by this and have come up with the answer. It's the filing cabinet downtown in the offices that makes it still necessary to rush back and forth from suburb to office. That it is this obsession with the contents of the file, documents, contracts, data. All of these materials actually could be just as available on closed circuit at home. The stockbroker long ago discovered this, that the telephone enables him to conduct his business anywhere. He doesn't have to hurry down to the stock exchange.
So did the tycoon, like Paul Getty, who does most of his business by telephone.
But we still have this obsessional, compulsive drive to fit into patterns, to fit into classifications, which says our job is down here. That's why we're terrified when automation threatens to integrate us, so that all the old fragmentary jobs go back into a circuit of wholeness.
But is that inevitable?
Circuitry has already brought this about at many levels of our lives. And the applying of it to the industrialized areas of fragmented and specialist tasks and work is inevitable, yes, because it's already happening. You see, our marketing, for example, is way ahead of our production processes. As the speed gets faster, it's, I suppose, as if all the members of an orchestra began to play 1,000 times faster, but some only 100 times faster. You would get a crazy pattern, wouldn't you, in a big orchestra?